I hope you are having a wonderful crafty Christmas time. Today I am working with the Christmas elf set from 𝓷𝓸𝓬𝓲 Designs. I have a 10% discount code with them, so if you use PS10 you will get 10% off of your order. I have all of the links and the relevant info in the description, so make sure to check that out, and if you have any other questions please do leave me a comment. So I made a bunch of these little Christmas elves and I was thinking of ways to use them. And to the right of my craft desk, I actually have one of these little banners that Lisa made me. So it just lives there on the right. And I was so inspired, I thought I haven't made one of those kind of banners in years. So I decided to start off with just some pretty papers. I've gone for this red and white stripe from Rosie Studio, I believe, the Sprinkled with Cheer, and the 𝓲𝓸𝓬𝓲 paper, which again just happened to be on my desk. I did consider doing like a fun banner shape with the We Are Memory Keepers all-in-one board, so that's why I had that out at the beginning. But I decided to literally just do the simplest shape. So I've got, I think these are squares. I'd have to check the exact measurements. You might be able to work it out from watching me cut them. And I've cut the 𝓲𝓸𝓬𝓲 paper slightly smaller than the striped one. And then I've grabbed my corner rounder and just rounded the bottom two corners there. And that is such a simple way to make a sort of banner shape. And I'm just layering those two together with some foam tape. I did also stitch around the edge of the 𝓲𝓸𝓬𝓬𝓲 piece with some gold thread. I use the Coats and Clark thread in my sewing machine. I also use 𝓷𝓸𝓬𝓬, a really good one. That again, Lisa recommended that to me as well. And that works great in the sewing machine. I was going to use more strips of that paper to create my little loops, but I had this ribbon on my desk. I've been such a messy crafter this Christmas. I am just using whatever is in front of me now so that I can get it all used up and I don't have to put it away. So I've used that ribbon. I should have definitely wrapped it around the straw first, but I was being particularly lazy on this day and I just guessed, and luckily for me it worked out fine. So you saw there I just stuck the ribbon on the back, created the little loops, and then I've put my paper straw through there. I went for a gold paper straw and I cut that to size once it was already on the banner. To make my little hanging piece I've used some twine there, threaded it through the straw, tied it in a knot, and then hidden the knot inside the straw. That's a little tip for you if you want to hide that unsightly knot. I also had to rewrap the twine. So this twine has like a gold thread going through it and it had come undone at one end. So I just wrapped that back around a little bit before I tied my knot. Then I'm using some pom-poms on each end to hold the string in place, but also it just makes the straw look prettier. So I considered some white ones, I considered green, and in the end I went with these red ones. I would have liked to use one that was slightly bigger, but that's what I had in my stash, so that's what went onto there. I have this gold glittery snowflake, which has been in my stash forever. It is a tree ornament, and they were really inexpensive. I think they were like £1 for a pack of 10. And so I've popped that on as a layer. There's a little piece you can see that has less glitter on it. I think it just sort of got messed up in the packaging, or it came that way. So I'm actually sticking my little elf's hat straight over that bit that isn't as glittered as the rest. So nobody will know except me and you. The little Christmas elf I had already made. So like I said, I made a bunch of those and I just chose the one that matched my background the best. So I've gone with this one with the little green and red hat and the little glasses. Those glasses are adorable, aren't they? I absolutely love them. I really want to try and make some with like either acetate in them so they look like the proper glasses, like proper glass lenses, or maybe some kind of fun acetate, sort of like a sunglasses type look. I think that would look quite sweet. So if you've got this Christmas die, the Christmas elf, and you've used it in a fun way, let me know so I can come over and have a look at your project, because I'd love to get some ideas for these little elves. While I've been chatting away about my little elf, I have clustered some of the Rosie Studio Sprinkled with Cheer ephemera in the left corner there. They're a bunch of teeny tiny tags, so I have chosen 3 of those, pop the Hey Santa one at the front. I've got the December 25th ticket behind that. And I think just a plain red and white stripe one at the back there. I stacked those, popped some glue in between, and then added some foam tape to put them onto my banner. I did a while back now cut the little hanging part off of the snowflake. I don't think I mentioned that when I did it. So just in case you're wondering what I was cutting off of the snowflake then. And then the final step is gems. I absolutely love adding gems to everything. I did pop a gem in the centre of this set of tags. Thought I'd take it off and then change my mind. So I've glued it back on there. And instead I've added one of these little doodlebug hearts onto the Hey Santa tag at the front there. I used the bright green because I thought it matched the elf's hat perfectly. I've got some green gems sprinkled around there. They are from a Happy Mail last year, so I don't know what store they're from, unfortunately. But the little tiny ones I'm using here are from the works. I'm using the gold ones. The bigger green ones that I placed down first don't show up very green on this screen at the moment, but I promise you they are green. And I'm sure you can see that in the photos. I do post pictures on Instagram, so if you're not over there following me, please do come over and join us. I post a lot of pictures and reels and things over there as well. Adding some clear gems from the range. And I think that's everything. I think that's how our little banner turns out. So I hope you have enjoyed hanging out and crafting with me today. This is a really fun, simple one for you to try, and I'd love to see your versions. So make sure to tag me and 𝓷𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪 Designs if you use this die. And I'll be back again to hang out with you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye!